Thanks. Yeah, right. Good morning. Advent calendar time. Let's start with Patricia's. If you hear a noise, it's my air fryer. So, no worries. Ooh, I see pretty colors in the tea. So let's start with the tea. I love lemon with vitamin. I think you say vitamin C. Herbal tea. Again rose hips. But this time it's written separately. So rose, new word, hips. I have to look it up. Lemongrass, natural lemon flavor, lemon peel, lemon verbena, peppermint leaves, hibiscus, citric acid. Oh! I will enjoy this definitely. That sounds very yummy. And the yarn. Ooh. Oh, it's soft. It feels like Kristen always says buttered kittens. Claudia, blue terracotta. Who or what is Claudia? This is awesome. Look at this. So pretty. So now let's open the one from Nina. Someone already responded to my question if someone is willing to swap with me next year. That's awesome. Oh, I see lavender or lilac or... Wow. No, it's not Hush, but it's pretty. Oh, look at this. I will first show you the yarn, and it's a very big mini. I would say 15 grams or so. Wow. We will see. Oh yes, it was hedgehog fibers, but not Hush. It's birthday cake. Awesome. Oh, I love hedgehog fibers. I really do. Awesome. And now I already pre-pressed the Opal advent calendar. Oh, I see Sherlock Holmes when I see this. I don't know why, but with the gray colors I often think of Sherlock Holmes. That is awesome. That is pretty. And as always, I love the smell of the Opal minis. Benny also wants to receive something. Benny. But he always already has opened his calendar. Oh, and I forgot to answer a question. Now I don't know under which video this question was posted. So if I find it, I will answer there also, but you know who you are. It was someone interested in theology, in Catholic theology. And she was asking me which book written by Henri de Lubac. I always want to pronounce it like an American. Henri de Lubac. Which book written by him I enjoyed the most, or I liked the most. And that's pretty difficult to answer. So I lean towards Catholicism. So you will read the English title on the screen. I don't know how you translated it. And it's from 1938. It was his first book, and it was the first book I read written by him. And the way I came across this book was, yeah, I didn't want to read it, but someone told me, hey, why don't you read this? It's awesome, and try it. And I thought, oh no, I have to, because of the... It's difficult to say all these things in English. You never need to express in English. So he was kind of my boss, and I can't say, oh, sorry, I'm not interested in that, so no. So I thought, okay, and now I have to read it. Shoot. And while reading it, I fell in love with Henri de Lubac, because he is awesome. And why he is so awesome is even more difficult to explain in English for me. Maybe I can, if you're interested in that, I can maybe make a certain a particular video for that, because I don't think that the most of you are interested in all that stuff. But he was suffering so much for his church and because of the church, before the Second Vatican Council has happened, the most thought of him as a theologian who want to bring all the new stuff and break with tradition, and who is way too open-minded. And back in that time, yes, he was. Yeah, they thought he's working against the church and the church's tradition. And that was a big problem back then. After the Second Vatican Council, the people said he is way too traditional and he want to go back behind the Vatican Council, and we don't need this anymore. We are free and open-minded, and hey, we start everything new and shit on the tradition. Sorry that I have to say it in that way, but that is really a problem in the Catholic Church. That many people think, who needs tradition? No one needs it. I can do what I want. No, I'm sorry. You can't, because the people, the 2000 years before us, the people were thinking about a lot of stuff and they wrote it down. And then another person thought about it again and corrected something and wrote it down. And so there is a process, and some things never changed because of a good reason, because all the men before us lived by that and experienced, hey, that's good, that's pretty smart, let's go on with this. So, and Henri de Lubac really had to suffer, because 10 years he was a professor for theology and he wasn't allowed to make classes, to read lectures, you know what I mean, for 10 years because of that. Yeah. And after the Second Vatican Council, he was free again, so to say, but no one wanted to hear what he was saying. And yes, I would love to say much more about him, but it's so difficult in English. I would have to prepare what I'm saying so that I can look up the words. Benny, nein? You want to eat my wooden ornaments off the tree. Yes, so the question was, which book was my favorite? And so because of the order I read, I think Catholicisme, so his first book. And the other theologian I really like and I really love and I write about in my thesis is, I say it in German because he is German, Joseph Ratzinger, I don't know how you would pronounce his name. So the former Pope. He was reading his, the first book written by Henri de Lubac when he was in the priest seminar? Seminar of priests to be, you know? And he said it was the book which influenced his theological and philosophical thinking the most. So, yeah, I think that says a lot, because Ratzinger is very smart. It's a very smart guy. And if Lubac was the one who influenced his way of thinking the most, well, we should all read him, shouldn't we? Guys, actually I'm not feeling very well today. I know why. It's nothing dangerous or so, no worries, but I won't talk about it. And so I decided to give me a second breakfast and a tea, and I drank the tea from Patricia, and the tea bag will, so the outer tea bag wrapping will go in my cup with the teas to buy. And now I'm drinking lemon apple ginger, I think. Yeah, lemon apple ginger. And with my second breakfast, and I finished to watch Nina's podcast because I started to watch yesterday in the morning and then I had to stop because I had no time. And I'm very tired, but I can show you some knitting content. In the last podcast episode I showed you that I turned the heel at the socks I have to gift for Christmas, but I found actually the leg was too short for the recipient. So I, with the reactive lifeline method, I picked up the stitches, unraveled the heel, had the live stitches on my needles, and I think at about half an inch on the leg. 9. Benny wants my bun, my roll or bun. Nah. And now I'm starting to turn the heel, the wrap and turn heel, and actually it's my favorite part of the sock. I know many people hate knitting the heel, but I really enjoy it because you have to do something. Not only knit plain stockinette, you have to do something, but you can, I know by heart what I have to do, and so I enjoy it. Whew. I'm pretty cold, so I'm wearing my shawl and I'm in my bed with the flannel, you know, the bed stuff. I always forget the word. And that's Benny, who tries to get through to this here because it's ham and cheese. So so I go on watching Nina's podcast. So going for a walk. It's around 12 o'clock, and during Gussie I will listen to the smart FBI agent I really like. It's Navarro is his family name, but I think it's, I forgot. You will read the screen. And it's very interesting. And you want to go out. Now I know why I'm so tired today. I'm so tired because there is something called biological weather, and it explains, for example, if it's very hot, these and that persons, for example, with high blood pressure have problems, or people with low blood pressure are tired or have stomach ache or something, and it always is correct. Normally I first have the side effects and then I look up. Normally I don't look up before, because then it could be a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I always look up after having side effects for several hours, and I'm so tired today. And they say people who are very sensitive to weather are so, and then they say tired, they can't concentrate good, and another thing I don't know in English. But I don't have this effect, so thank God. So we will go outside now because, oh yes, and the biological weather said that there is coming colder weather, and that's the reason this changing of the weather makes this side effects. And I always sensitive when the weather is changing, so it's okay. I know why I'm tired. So we go outside now. Can you see the color? If that's not a magic potion, then nothing is. I mean, Awesome. Awesome.